Hello everybody, this is Mateo and we have a new time hole to explore. Now it's over there in the bottom left corner, just in case you couldn't tell like where it was, there's an arrow pointing at it. Even though, you know, a new time hole opens up, wouldn't you like immediately go and see what was up? I mean, why does the arrow have to tell you to go there, especially since it's the only one? And we have a villain, oh god, it's Bowser. Or Toadsworth the Younger. Does he, like, not realize that that's Toadsworth? I mean, he really doesn't change, except his hair actually has color to it. Other than that, he's the same, really. How can he not tell? And plus, wouldn't he remember his younger self? I mean, Toadsworth the Younger, it kind of makes sense. Because, I mean, like, he wouldn't know what he looks like when he's older. But still, I mean, like, he would assume, like, hey, the only toad with, like, a brown mushroom on his head and stuff like that, that might be me when I'm older. Good God, I'm ugly. Or something like that, and then realize, like, oh, hey, we're the same guy. We should care for the princess together rather than chase each other around and call out villain. But, oh well, what do I know? Here we are in Vim Forest. Kind of a random location, but it's pretty neat. So, there's that. Here we have a new mechanic. These are kind of like pipes, I guess, that you throw your babies in. And then they're usually either enemies or item blocks to get in here. As you saw, we hit an item block and it spit out a 100 coin. That's worth 100 coins, obviously. But you need to have one of your bigger bros grab it. Otherwise, it'll disappear rather quickly. So be careful with that. And here we have Coupelions. As you can see, they turn invisible and then charge at you, and that's pretty much their only attack. If you miss them or they hit you, then they will stay invisible, but you can still kind of see them. It's not that big of a deal, and when you hit them again, then they'll show themselves. But overall, they really aren't that bad. So, yeah, it just takes a while to kill them, especially when you're fighting as just the babies who don't do that much damage at all. Especially early on. So it's going to be a little bit before we win this battle, but again, not that bad. You might see, like, whenever I have my babies jump, I just have both of them jump at the same time. If you just press both buttons at the same time, you really don't have to pay much attention to which baby or bro is getting attacked. So that's a thing that you can possibly do. It's helpful and it makes the battle slightly easier. And we should be killing this guy any seconds because he has a whole bunch of counterattack damage on him. There we go. See, because we counterattacked a whole lot, that battle actually took like half as long as it would have if I hadn't counterattacked at all. And wow, a +4 in power. That's pretty nice. And baby Luigi finally broke. He's finally in the double digits of power, so that's pretty good. And he only got +1, unfortunately. But you can't win them all. At least it's not as bad as Superstar Saga, where I got, like, nothing but ones forever. But, oh well. Check out in here, we have some more item blocks. There's 1 coin, and there's 100 coins. Gee, I wonder which one is better. Okay, they're weird little, like... I don't even know. It looks like electricity or something running through the floor. Was that a toad in a tree? Okay, somebody's calling for Rio and Miss. Well, there's no Rio or Miss, or Mayo. We do not have any Mayo, sir, I am sorry. You do not know how to spell Mayo, actually, so, oh well. Oh, lord, he's alive. Yes. Todico. Oh, he was on the time machine with the princess. He was that, or she was that, I don't even know. It was that pink toad that went along with Peach on the time machine. And now here's a flashback, because we can see exactly what they're thinking. Okay, so see, yeah, that's pretty sure that's a female toad there. It's no Toadette, though. Should have made it Toadette, I think. Just to make, like, some reference to Toadette, other than in a Mario Party game or Mario Kart where Toad needs a partner. It's kind of like what Birdo became. Or at least Birdo was in an actual game beforehand. Oh, well. Oh, wow, Luigi. Quite the strongman, carrying both the babies. Okay. Now this is a pretty neat little graphic, and then the shrew, like, actually blinks at you. It's kind of freaky. But basically what's going on here is that the toads that are attached to these trees their energy is being sucked up, and it's being brought to the Shroob headquarters in this forest, and it becomes the fuel for the saucers and the Shroobs in general. So, yeah, pretty evil plan they got going on here. And apparently that energy is called Vim, and that's why this place is called the Vim Forest. Uh-oh, looks like some saucers are heading our way, as we can see by the top screen. Oh god, they're shooting at us, run away! Oh yeah, Mario, look at Mario dodge all those, running in a circle. And now Toadiko became a purple mushroom. Great. That can still talk, apparently. And then she died. Pretty much. I mean, she's more in like a paralyzed state type of thing. She basically became a vegetable, although she became a fungus. But that's besides the point. So, yeah, now we have to go ahead and stop that factory from taking all the energy from the toads. And maybe we'll be able to take down the saucers as well, in order to, well, make our job easier, because if they don't have their saucers, there goes a lot of their transportation, as well as a lot of their weapons. At least we should attempt to. I mean, this is still pretty evil doings right here. We should try to stop it. I mean, we're the Mario Bros. We stop all the evil doings, even if it isn't Bowser. And here we have yet another enemy, which is pretty much always fought by the babies. You're only going to see this guy like 5 times in this place at most, and pretty much all of them the babies fight him. So there you go. But he really isn't that bad, especially since we just got that really high plus in power. We're doing a lot more damage to him. You can't counterattack, but it's still a possibility. Well, you still want to dodge it, of course. And yeah, that's pretty much it. He will shoot a fireball, and you just want to have your 2 babies jump over it. Now, something that's interesting about this guy is that when this game was still in beta, the Elasto Piranha would actually shoot like 1,000,000 fireballs and then leave like a slight gap in between the 1,000,000 fireballs, and you would have to like jump, get in that gap, and then jump again. It seems like it seems a lot harder than what it is now, but I just thought that that was neat. Something that I remember from this like beta video that I watched. But, no, well. Here we have another new enemy, the Ghoul guy, or the Ghost guy, something like that. And, Boo guy. Oh, okay. So basically, a Boo and a Shy Guy had a baby, and, well, that's what it is. And as you can see, that Koopelion was invisible like I said it would be. But the Boo guy will come up in between your 2 bros and then move one of its hands. It will then split, and whichever hand it moved, like whichever hand it pointed at the bro with, signifies which bro it's going to charge at, or somersault at, I guess. And, well, you have to jump on either on him or above him. So there you go. Now, our way to that blue pipe is currently blocked off, so we're going to need to do something about that, so we should heal up, of course. Actually, I'm taking a little bit of damage, so might want to fix that before one of my bros dies. There's a pipe block there, so let's go the only other way we can go. Okay, this is looking kind of interesting. These blocks should be rapidly flashing like little glids or something, as you saw just there in the top right corner. It's kind of blocked by the button though. But still, it's kind of messed up a bit again, but oh well. So what we need to do is throw our babies into this pit, have them hit the fire block, and then have the bigger bros hit the fire block. And we need to do that about 6 times, once for each block. And there are some items here, or not items, but enemies here. But they aren't that bad, just all the stuff that we've already fought. We thought at them, no, we fought them. Also, I spy an item block. Oh look, coins! You're going to get a bunch of coins in this area, like you do for pretty much every area. Whenever you go to an area and then you complete it, you're going to come back out with 2,000 to 3,000-ish coins. So, yeah, it's pretty nice. And you can buy a whole bunch of new stuff. So let's go ahead, have the babies continue around this ring. It's kind of an interesting puzzle, although it probably could be more puzzling, I guess. But, oh well, it works. As you can see there, we have another pipe. So there we go, and the babies leveled up. So let's go ahead and increase their HP. +4 again for Mario. Or Baby Mario, rather. and we have a +4 for baby Luigi. So there we go, he's catching up to his bro. That's good. Now what I think would have been really neat is if they had the stat gains that you put on your baby bros to affect your bigger bros as well, because I mean, like, if you, say, increase the baby's power, and, like, say, for instance, we increased baby Mario's power by 5, wouldn't that also increase regular Mario's power by 5? Because, I mean, like, if he got that power in the past, it's not like he would suddenly lose it unless he was, like, 70, and therefore didn't have that much power, because, I mean, like, he's a frail old man, but he's not a frail old man right now. So, I don't know. Just something that I thought would have been interesting, although probably would have been difficult to code, and probably would have made the bigger bros, like, way too overpowered. So, I don't know. And oh god, we created a forest fire. Luckily it was a controlled forest fire, so I don't have to get beat up by Smokey the Bear or anything like that. See? Only that little patch. Don't worry, Smokey, it's okay. We still have all those other trees. Okay, now we can head down this pipe, and there's another X spot. Oh my god. Well, we will figure out what those are soon enough. But for now, we are at the factory. However, the factory is closed off. Oh, hello there, dying toad. Yes, factory ahead. That is like the only NPC that I talk to, I swear. Like, I just don't talk to NPCs all that much. Mainly because it just usually seems like a waste of time, to be completely honest. I mean, they don't say that much important things. Although you probably want to talk to the NPCs because some of them might have funny dialogue, I mean, especially with this game. But I mean, it's not that much, and I don't want this project to take like 2 extra parts just because I felt like talking to all the NPCs. So, nah, well. Go ahead, talk to them if you want when you're playing this game, but I'm not going to, unfortunately. Well, both fortunately and unfortunately, as I made clear. There we got some unarmed genes. I believe that gives a higher increase to POW for the babies, but doesn't do anything for defense. Yeah, we kind of lose some defense with that, but I think it might be worth it. Nah, not right now at least. We have too little defense to be suddenly losing like half of it. So maybe later on. And here we have another Boo guy that suddenly dies. And anything else around here? Nope, okay. So we're going to go through this place in a clockwise, or a counterclockwise manner. So basically what we need to do is activate those 2 towers, and that'll open up the door, basically. Okay, here we have another pipe. There's like the only Elasto Piranha that we fight with the bigger bros, and they can't reach that. Okay. Here's another mechanic that's used a couple times in the game. The moving platform. What basically what happens is you throw your babies into one of those piped-like structures, and then they have a block which will control this platform. You can move it in the 4 directions, up, down, left, and right, depending on when you hit the block. And you can also stop it afterwards. And then the bros will move on that block, and you can go to your pause menu and equip that badge that we just found, the wallet badge. Not all that great, I don't think. I don't know, a lot of the badges just seem to be lacking in this game. They don't really do a whole lot. I personally think I liked them better when they raised your BP and power, and maybe had a secondary effect like they did in the first game, Superstar Saga. Why am I doing that? I could have just walked across. And there's a little shortcut back if you so wish to take it. But yeah, I think I liked it better when they increased bros and POW. Whereas now they just have secondary effects, which can be good, but most of them seem to be really lacking. They just don't do that many great things, nothing to really write home about. However, we will get some really neat badges soon enough, towards like the 2/3 mark, or something like that. But then your overalls also increase all of your stats, or could increase some of them, whereas before they would only increase hit points and HP. So there you go. And we have activated one of the towers, which has caused one of the claws to grow red. So now there's just the matter of the other one. And to get to that one, we have to go through yet another bed of spikes. And Baby Mario leveled up. So let's go ahead and increase his POW yet again, only get +1, and as you saw, there wasn't that many other than +1. That's mainly because I've been increasing POW a whole lot, just to make the battles go quicker. I'm not a big fan of the spike pit areas, to be quite honest. It takes a while to travel through all of them. And there we go, increasing POW some more. Mario now has 35. And Luigi, can he break 30? He can break 30, awesome. Okay, so there you go. Now we have to get past this bed of spikes. So there's our pipe, tree stump, whatever thing that we're going to drop our babies in. And now let's go ahead and have them start moving this thing. I don't know, part of the reason that I'm not a big fan of it is because of how long it takes for the arrow to rotate around on the block, as well as just how long it takes to navigate the actual spike pit. It just gets kind of annoying, to be quite honest. And there's our exclamation block, which will cause that thing to pop on up. So now we can jump up there. And let's just go ahead, get hit by the spikes, so it's a bit of a shortcut, and we can continue on. But first, let's grab our babies, right there, and head on over. So, with the activation of this tower, I'm going to call it here, and in the next part we will head into the actual factory, and maybe save the Toads. So, I will see you all then. Goodbye.